The war in Ukraine has transformed dramatically. What began as a conflict largely confined to Ukrainian soil has evolved into a complex and far-reaching struggle. The initial stages of the war were marked by intense battles along the front lines, with both sides entrenched in a grueling stalemate. However, recent developments have seen a significant shift in tactics and strategy. Once defined by static battles, it now sees Ukraine projecting power deep into Russian territory. This bold move has redefined the dynamics of the conflict, as Ukraine leverages its technological advancements and strategic acumen to extend its reach far beyond its borders. Ukraine's strategic shift is shaking Russia's war effort. The once seemingly invincible Russian military machine is now facing unprecedented challenges, as Ukrainian forces disrupt supply lines and target critical infrastructure. Kiev's message is clear: no part of Russia is safe. The Ukrainian leadership, under the guidance of its resolute president, has made it abundantly clear that they will not rest until their sovereignty is fully restored. This isn't random chaos, it's a calculated campaign. Every move is meticulously planned, with military strategists and intelligence experts working tirelessly to identify and exploit vulnerabilities in the Russian defense. Ukraine uses drones, intelligence, and special operations to target economic lifelines fueling Kremlin aggression. These operations are not just about inflicting damage, they are designed to cripple the economic engines that sustain Russia's war efforts. Strikes on oil refineries and export terminals aim to make the war costly for Moscow. By targeting these vital assets, Ukraine seeks to drain Russia's resources and force a reconsideration of its aggressive policies. The weekend of September 13, 2025 marked a turning point. This period will be remembered as a pivotal moment in the conflict, when Ukraine demonstrated its ability to strike deep into Russian territory with precision and effectiveness. Ukrainian forces struck targets far from their borders, hitting a Baltic Sea oil port and a refinery near St. Petersburg. These strikes sent shockwaves through the Russian establishment, highlighting the vulnerability of even the most secure locations. These attacks exposed vulnerabilities in Russia's air defenses. The once formidable Russian air defense network is now under scrutiny, as gaps and weaknesses are laid bare for the world to see. The war has come home for many Russians. The reality of the conflict is no longer a distant concern, it is now a pressing issue that affects the daily lives of ordinary citizens. Ukraine's asymmetric warfare levels the playing field. By employing innovative tactics and leveraging advanced technology, Ukraine is able to counterbalance the numerical superiority of the Russian forces. Ingenious drones and intelligence networks exploit Russia's weaknesses. These tools allow Ukraine to gather critical information and execute precise strikes, turning the tide of the conflict in their favor. This is a story of precision against mass. Ukraine's ability to deliver targeted blows against larger forces is a testament to their strategic prowess and determination. Ukraine's ingenuity is landing heavy punches. The relentless innovation and adaptability of the Ukrainian forces are proving to be formidable challenges for the Russian military. The events of that weekend showed that Ukraine's reach is long and effective. The world is witnessing a new phase in the conflict where distance is no longer a barrier to Ukraine's strategic ambitions. The war's nature has changed, and Russia is feeling the impact. As the conflict continues to evolve, the pressure on Russia mounts, forcing them to confront the reality of a determined and capable adversary. On September 13th, Ukraine launched a daring and unexpected strike on Ust-Luga, a key Russian oil terminal that plays a crucial role in the country's energy exports. A swarm of drones moving with precision and stealth caught Russian defenses off guard, causing widespread chaos and confusion. The attack was devastating, meticulously targeting critical infrastructure that is vital to Russia's oil industry. A massive tanker fire and a direct hit on a processing unit effectively paralyzed the port, halting operations. The economic fallout was immediate and severe, sending shockwaves through global oil markets and causing a significant drop in oil prices. Russia's financial loss is immense, with the attack impacting its ability to fund ongoing military operations and exert economic influence. Ukraine's strike was not just a tactical maneuver but a bold statement of its evolving military capabilities and strategic intent. Launching a drone barrage from 600 miles away, deep into Russian territory, is a remarkable feat of engineering and strategy. The attack rattled Moscow, sending shockwaves through the corridors of power and showing Ukraine's reach into Russia's strategic backyard. The illusion of a distant war was shattered, bringing the conflict to the forefront of Russian consciousness. Ukraine's capabilities have redefined the battlefield, showcasing advanced technology and strategic prowess. The attack on Ust-Luga proved that Russia's economic hubs are vulnerable, exposing weaknesses in its defense systems. The war is no longer confined to Ukrainian soil, it has expanded into a cross-border conflict with far-reaching implications. Ukraine's reach extends deep into Russia, challenging the notion of secure borders and altering the dynamics of the conflict. The illusion of safety is gone, prompting increased security measures and a re-evaluation of defense strategies across Russia. As smoke cleared over the Baltic, Ukraine struck the Karishi refinery. This facility is crucial for Russia's fuel supply. Ukrainian drones hit with precision, targeting the primary refining column. Damaging this unit can take months to repair. The strike causes long-term disruption in Russia's fuel production. The impact on Russia's military logistics is profound. Fuel shortages and price hikes create a logistical nightmare. Ukraine's strategy cripples Russia's ability to produce fuel. It's a two-pronged assault on Russia's economy. Ukraine is waging a comprehensive economic war. While drones dominated the skies, Ukraine struck on the ground. The target was the Severomuyski Tunnel, a key railway in Siberia. Ukrainian operatives planted explosives, causing a massive fire. The tunnel was rendered impassable, severing a vital land bridge. The logistical consequences for Russia are immense. Ukraine's intelligence services demonstrated incredible reach. The attack paralyzed a system, exposing Russia's infrastructure vulnerability. Ukraine's campaign is multifaceted, projecting power across Russia. The attack showed that even remote networks are vulnerable. The strike sent shockwaves through Russia's economy. The Ust-Luga attack choked off export revenue. Russia's military budget took a significant hit. The Karishi strike created a domestic fuel crisis. Ukraine exposed Russia's reliance on hydrocarbon revenues. Each drone strike is a precision-guided missile at Russia's budget. Ukraine is dismantling the business case for Russia's energy sector. Economic warfare is bleeding the Russian war machine dry. The psychological impact of these strikes is profound. The Kremlin's narrative of a distant war is shattered. Ukrainian drones struck deep within Russia near St. Petersburg. The strikes exposed the impotence of Russia's air defenses. Russia must now choose between homeland protection and invasion support. Ukraine is stretching Russian defenses to the breaking point. The attacks erode the Kremlin's social contract with its people. The illusion of safety is replaced by anxiety and uncertainty. Psychological pressure is a powerful weapon. These dramatic strikes mark more than just isolated incidents. They signal a profound strategic shift in the ongoing war. For months, the conflict was largely contained to Ukrainian territory, but now, the war's front lines are expanding deep into Russian soil. Explosions light up the night sky, and the world watches as the rules of engagement are rewritten in real time. Ukraine is no longer simply reacting, it is now dictating the terms of engagement. In command centers across the country, Ukrainian leaders are making bold decisions, leveraging intelligence and technology to stay one step ahead of their adversary. Kyiv has seized the initiative, expanding the battlefield far beyond its borders. Ukrainian forces are pushing forward, using mobility and surprise to keep Russian troops off balance and force them to defend territory they once considered safe. The new strategy is clear: make the war unsustainable for Russia by relentlessly targeting its logistics and supply chains. Every destroyed convoy and abandoned vehicle weakens Russia's ability to sustain its war effort. Ukraine is striking at the heart of Russia's economic lifelines: oil refineries, railways, and critical infrastructure. Each attack degrades Russia's military capacity and sends a powerful message that nowhere is truly safe. This is a modern, asymmetric approach to warfare. Ukraine is harnessing cutting-edge technology, drones, real-time data, and precision strikes to level the playing field against a larger adversary. The Ukrainian military is fighting smarter, not just harder. By integrating advanced weapon systems and digital tools, they maximize their impact while minimizing risk, turning innovation into a force multiplier. These successful strikes also demonstrate the tangible return on investment for Ukraine's allies. Western military aid, training, and technology are being put to effective use, strengthening Ukraine's position on the battlefield and validating the support from NATO and other partners. The campaign of deep strikes is only likely to intensify in the coming weeks. As Ukraine's capabilities grow, so too does its reach. With more targets coming under threat and the tempo of operations increasing, Ukraine has fundamentally redefined the battlefield, exposing critical vulnerabilities in Russia's defenses. The aftermath of each strike reveals gaps in Russian air defenses and the growing reach of Ukrainian operations. The brutal weekend in September was not the end, but rather the beginning of a new phase in the conflict. Headlines around the world captured the shock and scale of these attacks, signaling a turning point in the war's trajectory. For the first time, the war has truly come home to Russia. Civilians witness the consequences firsthand as fires rage in urban centers and the reality of conflict reaches deep into Russian society. The rules of engagement have changed, and so has the war itself.